and James Clapper in the hot seat on the Hill. They were grilled over the unmasking of Americans and intelligence reports as senators demand to know who leaked the classified information to the Washington Post.
Here to react is Fox News senior judicial analyst Judge Andrew Napolitano. And Judge, from what we heard yesterday, that's the only thing we know, the only law we know was broken, was somebody took that secret information and leaked it to the Post.
Well, we also know that the Obama administration was listening to every word that General Flynn was uttering in Trump Tower, and we know from General Clapper, James Clapper, the head of the DNI, that British intelligence alerted them to things that General Flynn was saying because they had been looking at Donald Trump from before he was a candidate, and then President-elect Donald Trump.
They referred to an article in The Guardian as citing British intelligence.
Yes, yes. I think this shows a couple of things. One, there's too much raw intelligence data in the hands of too many people that can use it for bad purposes. Because two, the political use of raw intelligence data is a very, very serious crime and is a threat to the freedom in the United States of America. There's too much spying, too much information, and too many people have it. Remember the concept of unmasking. The government listens to a conversation between an American and a foreign person. The government decides it needs to know who the American is. Do you know how many times that was done when the American was somebody in the Trump administration? 2,000 times, according to the information provided by General Clapper yesterday.
But would it be easy to find out who knew that information about the unmasking of General Flynn in December when he talked to the ambassador?
Yes,
so they can find out who did this, who leaked it.
There should be electronic fingerprints when unmasking occurs, meaning the human being that goes into the raw data to extract the true name of the person whose words were recorded on a transcript of a telephone conversation would leave an electronic fingerprint. We don't know any of that. We also don't know who sent all of this information to the Washington Post in an attempt to destabilize a validly elected administration, Donald Trump. I'm convinced there were efforts to destabilize him at the outset, and it appears that the President of the United States, Barack Obama, was aware of this.
Could this president get to that information, being that he's in office right now?
Yes, he can. This is all part of
So what's the delay?
Well, this is all part of the FBI investigation, and these investigations take time. I've been very critical of Jim Comey, but in this investigation, I am not critical of him. He has refused to speak about it, as he should refuse to speak about it, because it's midstream. They don't know where it's going to end up. They don't know if anybody is going to be indicted.
Right. And the headline yesterday was Sally Yates talking about how she told the White House there's a problematic problem with whatever Michael Flynn did. Okay, but we don't know exactly what the problematic thing was, and yet he got fired over it.
Correct, because Sally Yates had the transcripts of everything he said. I thought she was credible yesterday, but quite properly was not able to reveal everything that she knows because some of it is classified. But there's a person who wasn't there yesterday, and I wish that Senator Graham had subpoenaed her rather than inviting her.
Susan Rice?
Susan Rice, who's the ringmaster of the unmasking.
Let me ask you something. Are we ever going to hear from General Michael Flynn?
I hope so.
If you were his counsel, would you allow him to do that?
I would not.
Why?
I would not, because anything he says can be used against him. He hasn't been charged with a crime. He doesn't admit to a crime, but you don't know what potholes are out there. So a good lawyer would restrain him from speaking. But the journalist side in me is dying to hear what he has to say.
You know how blunt he is, and I'm sure he is chomping at the bit to come out.
Yes, we all know him. We've all interviewed him. I'm sure he's dying to give his version.
Sally Yates said she did not leak the information to the Washington Post. James Clapper said he did not. Hopefully we'll find out who did, because there can't be that many more people that knew.
You asked about the unmaskings. Very few people have that power. But once the cat is out of the bag, who knows to whom it went and how it made its way to the Washington Post.
All right, Judge, thank you very much for
the
legal...